What is good? This is Deanna Kuempel here with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. Today I have a special guest. Her name is Amanda Tice. She's the founder of Jumping Beans Chicago. So I'm going to have her introduce herself and give her a little bit about her background, and then we're going to get into the good stuff. So Amanda?
Hi. Thank you for having me. Yes, my name is Amanda Tice, and I have founded Jumping Beans Chicago, and it helps raise the Chicago public schools with the needed supplies, and that's what we do, and it's fantastic so far.
So you're doing it, actually, I've been seeing a lot of your updates. You've been doing a really good job with your mission. So tell us about why you started Jumping Beans. Your story, it's phenomenal, and this is why I have great people like this on my show, because you never know what somebody is capable of until they actually get moved to do something. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm a substitute teacher, and it kind of broke my heart when I seen children sharing 1-inch pencil with no eraser. And one thing led to another. As a graphic designer, Jumping Beans Chicago came alive, and now we're a 501c3. And now we raise money with events. Have an event in June. Tony P. Networking event, and Greg are going to be sponsoring me.
And that's how we met, actually, from Tony P's. Tony P's gets a lot, and Greg, they connect a lot of people, and I haven't been in a while. I need to go so I can meet some more great people like yourself, but that's how I met you.
Yes, and it's a great, they're part of a family, and I love that networking team, and it's really important to have a great support.
Yes, absolutely. So what do you hope to accomplish with your non-for-profit? I've seen you post. You're actually getting she is getting supplies to the various schools here in the Chicago public school arena. What do you hope to accomplish ultimately in the long term with your non-for-profit?
Well, I'm doing one community at a time, and right now I'm doing North Lawndale. Penn Elementary.
Okay.
I gave them a lot of supplies and still continuing, even giving them socks because they got shoes donated. And
I love that.
When they went in to go get their shoes, they were trying on shoes and they had no socks. So I talked to the principal, and she's like, socks, and I was like, done.
That's awesome.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just happened, and I'm going to be delivering them
so
soon.
So we're going to say this again, and I'm going to put the links in the body of the intro of this episode. But tell people really quick, and we'll say it again at the end. But how can they get in contact with you to donate?
Go to all of my media. Generally, Facebook is going to be the best way. Just search Jumping Beans Chicago. And my name is Amanda Tice. You can do it either way. You can hit the links, and it'll take you to a GoFundMe page. You can do that, or just message me. And if you want to write a check, I will give you all the information on how to do that. But just make sure you write it out to Jumping Beans Chicago, and you can make it anonymous, or I can promote you depending on how you want. I have both people doing both. So
that's awesome. So what are some significant struggles that you've gone through that have molded this successful person that we're seeing today? Success means different things for different people. I look at you as being successful because you had an idea, you allowed something to move you, and you went after it and you did it.
Oh, the complications.
One example, because there's people out here that's listening that are going through struggles, and they might not think that they have this idea in their head they want to do something, and they feel like it might not be attainable because they are struggling through something. So we all have our own story, and I think that listening to other people that have gone through things helps someone see like, oh, it's there is light at the end of the tunnel.
So I would just say never give up. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, just keep on going. Just because you fail 50 times, 1 time, 4 times, just pick up and try to figure it out and keep on going. Just don't give up. The struggles,
One example.
One example. Okay, so
maybe even recently.
Not having enough people come to the event to support. I'm a new organization, so now I'm fixing and solving the problem. And now I have a great team coming along. So getting the people together, get them inspired, get the Chicagoans to understand and trust me to know what I'm doing is for a good deed, and I personally go to the schools. Getting that trust with people is probably the most major struggle at the moment. And getting all the sponsors in the world. I mean, I've only been doing this for a few years, so it's still new. But, I'm just blessed by what's happening so far.
Oh yeah, actually, she's you've been nominated for the Who's Who Society here in Chicago. It's coming up on Friday, right?
It is, and that was an honor and a surprise. I had no idea, and I'm just like, wow, that's fantastic.
That is so cool. It was a surprise. You didn't have no idea.
Well, I guess they emailed me, but you don't know like if you can trust one email for another. But then I was at one of the networking events and talked to Autumn's boyfriend Ron, and he's like, "Here, come talk to my girlfriend." And the girlfriend's
That's
like,
so cool.
"You got nominated." I'm like, "What?"
That is
so
fantastic.
that's how I found out.
Doing amazing things. She's just like putting one foot in front of the other, and you also you wear many hats in your life, right? Just like pay your bills and stuff like that. Like this is just something that you do because you believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it broke my heart to see children sharing one of his pencils, and I was in.
That would drive me.
I was a substitute teacher, and you hear about all these stories about we need more supplies, but then actually being in it and in the classroom dealing it with real life, I'm just like, whoa. It's touching. So I just don't want to see that ever again. Any classroom I go into, I just want to help them out because it's ridiculous.
I love it.
Even socks. I mean, there's so many other things that the kids need, but let's just start with supplies and whatever the principal wants.
And that's going to be so hard for a child at that young age that has to share that pencil, just like feeling that not being in a place of abundance. I mean, we as adults, we have to like manifest things that we want in our lives, but for a child that hasn't learned that yet, that has to have such an impact on them emotionally and mentally, I would think.
Well, the thing is that they thought it was normal, and
they did?
No, they did. They said, "Well, this is what we do,"
that
and
breaks
I'm like,
my heart.
I didn't say anything because I'm not going to say this ain't normal. You don't talk to a child like that, so it's like.
Sure.
Okay, we'll deal with what we have today, and you just got to just go with the flow. And it was just like, wow. I mean, these kids think that everything that's happening is normal, and they're humble. They don't know any better. So,
oh my gosh. Okay, so that brings me to my next question. Then, I mean, with being able to deliver supplies, God, I can't talk today. Supplies to one school after the other. First of all, how does that make you feel, and what do you love the most about that?
I get like a drive, like a rush.
I couldn't imagine.
Just going into because I personally drop them off and talk to everyone, the principal and the vice principal, and just going in and dropping off, taking pictures, and then hearing the stories about whatever they have to tell me. I just want to go to another school and another school and another school.
Yeah. You just want to keep going because you feel like you got your cape on, your superhero cape, and you're just, that's got to feel so great. So what do you think so you talked about having to build that trust, and I get it with having a charity, and not only that, but doing events. I mean, we did an event together against human trafficking, and just like having to create that funnel of that whirlwind of people to come. So what do you think are some misconceptions people have about you?
I don't know. You tell me.
Listen, man, I stay in my own lane. I have enough to worry about with me and everything I got going on. I can't worry about you.
Honestly, you know what? I don't really worry about what people think, really. I just kind of just go with my inspiration, and I just go with it. Yeah. And people have their opinions and their judgments, and, people's perspective is what it is. I have my own perspective, and I know where I want to go, and I just surround myself with positive people with positive energy. And if somebody has something negative to say, I just go on and move to the next, and don't worry about any of that.
No room for negativity here. Let me tell you, I'm the same way. Nope, thank you. Bye-bye. See ya.
So that question, I'm like, I don't know. Don't pay attention to it. If you want to give me some positive reinforcement, I'm there.
That's great. I love it. So let's just put out there, how can people support your organization again? Let's just say that again.
Jumping Bean Chicago.
And at gmail.com is it a way you can email her?
Yeah, you can.
And then Facebook is Jumping Beans Chicago.
Yeah.
And
I do have an Instagram.
Yes, in the Jumping Beans Chicago. So please go follow her. Go message her if you want to get involved or help. I mean, it's always good to help the community. I mean, it's so important to take care of our children, and they are our future. And she's doing great things, and I think that that's phenomenal. And that's why I wanted to have you on here, because being label free, what I call it, means so many different things for for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So you were a substitute teacher, and you decided to start a charity. So you can't, to me, you can't put a label on that, because you just followed your heart and you didn't let anything get in your way. And I know that whole process is probably very difficult.
Well, it is quite difficult.
So I can't even imagine.
But just keep on going, and even everything's going to be difficult. If
But
if it was
look at
easy,
where you are from last year when I met you last year to where you are today with this organization. It's like night and day.
It is.
It's amazing.
Well, if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? So
Just like my bodybuilding. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Exactly.
And they can't. That's why we are all individual. We are all unique. And when we are chasing our destiny, we are all living label free. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
I want to thank you for sponsoring my mascot.
Oh, you're welcome.
I want to say thank you.
Yes.
You will be seeing that. Hopefully it's going to be done in April. Our designer is
Anastasia Chatska here in Chicago. She's a very well-known designer that we got hooked up with for our event last year that we did the whole fashion show thing, and she's phenomenal. So Amanda and her are working together on the mascot. I connected you guys, and the podcast is going to be your sponsor for that. So I'm very excited. Very excited for you. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Me neither.
You're seeing her tomorrow, right?
Yes, I'm seeing her tomorrow. We're
cool.
going through the details and put my vision into her vision, and make some amazing.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna go to the schools. It's gonna be at the event, and there's gonna be other ideas that I have that a mascot's gonna be part of. But
it's so cool. You've come so far. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That is so great. Well, I don't have anything else for you. If you don't have anything else to share, then we're just gonna say, you guys, we always have to support our community. We have to support people that are out there doing something different, that are breaking out of that mold, breaking out of that barrier, because without them, these things can't happen. We can't support our children. We can't support other, just anybody that's in need. So every non-for-profit is important to support, as long as they do have, they have credibility. And I know she does. She's been working her butt off. I did go to her first event last year. I'm excited to support her one this year. So please get involved. You'll be helping your community, especially here in Chicago. We are actually, the more I get involved with people here in the city, the more I realize that we are all one big family and we are all connected. So it is really important that when we see each other, that we honor one another, we listen to their story, and we try to figure out how we can help them or they can help us in our journey, because it is all about the journey, not the destination, and you never know who you're going to meet along the way.
I do have one more thing to say.
Yes.
If anybody knows anybody that can donate a storage unit, that would be fantastic for all the school supplies that I'm gathering. To putting them in one spot would make my year. So if anybody knows anybody that can donate, please just reach out to me and let me know.
I think we can try to find that. We'll keep working on that here. I will try. Everybody I talk to will try to find something for you. But you guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We wanted to keep it quick here, because Amanda's a busy girl. She's got to get to those schools with her cape on. But thank you for being on Label Free. You guys, to live your best life, you must live label free. Do not get caught up in societal standards. Break out of that bubble. Forge your own path, chase your destiny. As always, thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. Please share, like, comment. Let me know what you want me to talk about. If you have anybody that would like to join me on this show, I would be happy to have them. As always, you guys, thank you so much, and you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.